Now, why would I wear suits with barefoot shoes? As in a shoe that has an anatomical shape, zero drop, minimal arch support, is somewhat flexible. Let's be real, they are not exactly elegant. The proportions are strange, the toe box isn't centered, and if you spend enough time around classic menswear, your brain almost instinctively rejects them. But as someone who does barefoot running, I've always wanted to wear barefoot dress shoes because they are just far more comfortable. And I know menswear guys will say that good leather shoes will mold to your feet over time. Yeah, that's an exaggeration, because if that were the case, your $5,000 bespoke shoes would become more anatomically shaped over time. But they don't, because no shoe will ever be able to stretch that much. Anyway, this pair is from The Last Shoemaker. Got myself measured when they were in Singapore for the Super Trunk show a few months back, and they made some minor adjustments to the last to better accommodate my feet. Not doing a full review today, but very quickly, it's a sweet hoe cut featuring a hand-welted construction and luxe soles. So potentially controversial, but I'm going to try to style these and these two with tailoring for a whole week. Let's hope at least 3 of the outfits land. Okay, day 1. Wearing a glam plaid suit. Fabric is from Kane's Explorer Bunch. It's a 2-ply travel cloth, but at 360 grams, is fairly heavy for Singapore, so realistically I only wear this when I know I'll be indoors for most of the day. Underneath, a one-piece collar shirt and matching socks from Nobile. I think the fuller cut trousers help quite a bit here. Barefoot shoes tend to look bulky, so slimmer trousers can start to look a little awkward, but with trousers like these, I actually don't think it looks too bad. Okay, day 2. Tobacco Irish linen suit from Proper Cloth. Did a review here, 10% code in the description, paired with a cam collar shirt. If you're wondering why I wear suits so often, let's just say I work in an industry where wearing a business suit isn't necessary, but I do meet customers quite often and they appreciate that I'm smartly dressed. I think these are probably the slimmest trousers I'd wear with these shoes. Any slimmer and the proportions start becoming too unbalanced. I don't know, I think the tonal brown helps too. Another day, another cam collar shirt. This time in a floral print and going tonal with this blue suit. Cloth is a tropical weave from Drago. It's relatively breathable, but I find the trousers don't drip well because of how lightweight it is. Also because they are slimmer cut, so I don't think I'll wear this shoe-trouser combo very often. Again, matching socks from Nobile. Now, something I do appreciate about these socks is that they never really feel clammy. I move around quite a lot day to day, often outdoors under the sun as I'm traveling around to meet customers, and despite the high cotton composition, they still feel dry. Probably something to do with the Philoscotia cotton they use, which is a rarer, more luxurious strain of Egyptian cotton. It feels incredibly soft, and while softer socks tend to run warmer, these somehow still feel cool. And I like how they stay snug on my calves all day. Did a quick review on them here, and if you're interested, discount code is in the description. No customers to meet today, but I still like to be, for lack of a better term, smart casual. Wearing a chow-coat, Muji t-shirt, gabardine trousers, and these barefoot sneakers from Goro, which they kindly gave to me. Now these feel easier to pull off than the dress shoes. Again because of the wider trousers, but I think, probably, once the shoe becomes more casual, your brain stops trying to compare it against traditional dress shoes. For a sneaker, they are extremely well constructed. Made in the UK using Horween leather uppers, blick stitch to the insole, and finished with a sidewall stitch capsule. One thing though, the collar gives my ankles blisters if I wear no-show socks, so I've got to wear crew socks. Otherwise, they are really comfy. Been wearing them pretty hard over the last few months, and you can definitely see the patina coming through. Okay, TGIF, back to a suit. Fabric is from the Holland & Sherry Crisp Bear Bunch. For a 2-ply high-twist cloth, it's fairly soft, though the trade-off is that it's not as breathable as, say, a Fresco or even a 3 or 4-ply high-twist. But otherwise, the drape is okay. As you can see, I went with a longer jacket length here because I've clearly been influenced by Asoki. I think this is a fit. Or not, let me know what you think. Got nothing planned today, just heading to a nearby mall to run some errands. Wearing this heavyweight Bronson tee that's gotten softer with everywhere, cotton drill shorts in Acro, and chunky linen socks from Tabio. Okay, last day. Embroidered shirt, vintage Gurkha shorts, and washi paper socks, also from Tabio. Honestly, I don't think this lands. I still find barefoot shoes difficult to pair with a lot of the clothes I own. Maybe that changes over time as I get used to the look. Or maybe some things are designed with fundamentally different priorities. Classic menswear has always been about elegance and clean lines, whereas barefoot shoes prioritize natural movement and maximum comfort. Perhaps those two ideals will always have some degree of tension between them. But still, I enjoyed this experiment and I do think there's probably a middle ground somewhere. Anyway, curious to know what you think. Would you ever wear barefoot shoes with tailoring? Let me know in the comments below. Until next time, stay subtle.